Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the daily trend for week 20, Monday, May 16th. As always, please seek financial advisor when trading with your money. These videos are for educational purposes only. Support your knowledge of the market. See what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right, let's jump right into the trend setup of the day. There we are. Price action on all three indices. Look at that beautiful setup on buy signal. Maybe not the best of setups right from market open here on the NQ, but an indecision candle here at about post 30 minutes. All it took is a little bit bounce off the 50-period moving average on the T3 as well. There's your buy signal, and to the upside, the NQ climbed all the way up with a little bit of pullback here at the end. And that was the trend on all three markets today, on all three indices. This price action popped upside, holding above. You see a 3-minute 2-minute charts. Nope, 3-minute, excuse me, 3-minute charts. 50 above 144s for the majority of the session, holding all the way to the upside. This trader here, preoccupied, taking home. There it is, zero setup, zero ticks for today. Yes, some days they're just those days where you just can't get in. Preoccupied, multitasking, whatever it is. Hey guys, there's 4 days left of the market, but hey, what can we say? All right, let's jump right into the overall big picture here. Let's take a look at the crude. Before we do that, let's take a look. Did we have any econ data today? Started out with the housing market index, pretty much in line with expectations. All right, let's take a look at the AD line before we get going here on the crude. AD line showing support all the way upside. Advancers pretty much holding the line once price action got to those highs, pretty much held across, plateaued with a little bit of a pullback towards the end. Taking a look at the crude session here. Price action on the crude, nice trending, not bad right here. Let's go to those crude charts. There we go, 50 holding pretty much for the morning session, holding a bit of upside, but it's pretty much chopping throughout the remainder of the session. So crude with an early morning, overnight actually, market popping to the upside, buy signal on all four charts in the green. There was your setup of the day right there at the market open. For a little bit of kick up. Again, anything else was pretty much either mixed greens and reds all over the place, holding you off from anything significant as we head into the EIA report on Wednesday. As seen on all the 1-minute charts, it was all 50 above 144. Again, numerous opportunities. I wouldn't say the first opportunity on the YM was the best with all two charts in the green. But price action did break above right there. If you could see that, price action broke above both the 144, eventually got into the green a little bit later. So what do? You wait for the next setup, buy signal here. Again, typically what sometimes we do is take the early entry before the crossover. We got 3 charts in the green, price action holding above the 5144, and so you would have gotten at least 6 to 10 ticks out of that, perhaps stopped out. Indecision bar on the buy, and then that was the entry to the upside, continuing to make higher lows. A little bit of a pullback, whether you got stopped out or not. You had another re-entry, early re-entry, entry up here, stop at the swing size, continued with another re-entry to the upside. So not bad on the YM. Not as strong as the NQ today, as we see 50 holding above the 144. There's the breakout of the 5144 as it was consolidated pre-market. 9:38 Eastern Standard Time. There's the break buy signal on 3 charts in the green. Wait for a little bit of a pullback here, and bang, 4 charts in the green and to the upside. Unfortunately, I was not in the house at the time. So buy signal to the upside. After it was all about trying to chase a trade and decide not the best of days to do that. So just held off from today. Another great signal post lunchtime. Actually, that was mid-session, but those 3 bars right there held for about a little bit over an hour. So at that point, while the buy signal was there and I saw the opportunity again to re-enter, those couple bars there, that was a gap of almost an hour, and I just said, yep, not going to happen today, and it just ran for more ticks to the upside. All right, personal decisions come into play. ES, another great opportunity, as again, we mentioned at the beginning of market, Yep, looked like it could have come down, but price action eventually chopped up a little bit, and then ES able to hold still 50 above the 144. There was the ES buy signal, stop at the swing size position, and there she went. Soft pullback here, possible re-entry. Again, soft pullbacks you need to be a little bit more careful on. Price action held up, T3 moving averages to the upside, hard pullback, re-entry, 3 charts in the green. You can take the early entry or wait for the buy signal, and markets to the upside. All right, let's take a look at any Fibonacci levels. Did we hit them today? Absolutely. Let's take it to NQ. There it was, target high. Absolutely seeing that we ripped to the upside. 43.35 was the midnight open. Target's high hit Fibonacci, as well as the ES here. So here, all 3 charts here. Target high, target high, target high. Fibonacci's all the way across. Nice move. 43.35 midnight open, holding above. Fibonacci target holding upside, as well as the ES. All right, let's jump right over to daily gaps. Take a look. Do we have any fun on daily gaps? Let's take a look at the YM. No major open gaps and downside. We got a Fibonacci retrace here, holding up at 23%. 2015 highs here, 17,895. 2016 high up here at 18,083. Open gap all the way down below, 15,924. Daily NQ, again, we still have open gaps upside here, 45.80. Long trek upside as we hold here at the 38% retracement, as we have been for the last several sessions. Open gap remains down below 40.17, and with 100% guarantee, I can tell you not only are we going to hit the upside gaps, but eventually we will hit. So what is the probability that we'll hit those? Well, let's take a moment and take a look at the 4-hour charts. Daily ES holding up here at the 23% retracement, as we have for some time now, after a high up here, 2105. 2015 former highs, 2103, 2110. Open gap down here at 1860.75. Keep that in mind. As well as taking a look at the crude here. Crude hitting a fib extension today up here at 47.97. Nice move to the tick. We leaving another open gap here, so eventually crude will come back, close out this 46.43, and even all the way down to 40.24 and 37.90 in the weeks to come. All right, look at the daily pick as we just saw in the fib. There's your fib extension up to 47.97. Anything up higher than that's going to be looking at other fib levels, including open gaps. Next one up, 55.75, which is right in tune with the next open gap to the upside, holding well above the 50 EMA, 50 period moving average, but volume well under par. T3 moving averages on the 4-hour chart as we looked over the weekend, looking at the oil ETFs and oil index, still on a big picture, still to the upside, 50 above the 144 as the T3 moving averages found support here just last week. Let's take a look at the 3 major indices, still holding under the 200 MA. So NQ making a run for the border there. Volume just under average here being about 165. We held off from there today. Price action, here we go. Nice move, indecision overnight. Still in a downwards trend. 50 still below the 144. Got a major gap still here holding downside, but it was price action to the upside. 144 EMA held the line. Looking over at ES again, average volume just under par, and price action 50. Bounce out the 50 MA on a daily, but again, just finishing right above the 144 EMA morning session. First 4 hours, we hit that 50, came back, and then that second surge, that trend number 2 and 3, pushing to the upside. 3 major trends today. It was YM with the powerhouse here, holding up above 50 MA. Here we go. Price action again, slightly under volume, but nice run here on the YM as she ran right to the 50 EMA and then right to the 144, pulled back. So line resistance there has been for the last several weeks, and we'll see what happens. So outlook for tomorrow, guys, you always got to look for the intraday. If intraday holds, you want to make sure that you're always ready in both direction. Only one major direction today, but again, watch these levels. Price action needs to break through above these lines, 144 and 50 MA, to continue the trend. But again, the overall trend is still to the downside, so reject here could continue to pull this down. All right, what pulled up that NQ, as we talked about in the weekly outlook, the supplemental weekly technical outlook, looking at market cap leaders. Here's the big picture on Apple, is Apple to the downside. So just like tweeting out today, the sheep follow very easily. ICANN sells it, and the sheep follow and get rid of. And all of a sudden, Buffett steps in and buys 1 billion shares today, I believe it was, or $1 billion worth of shares. Either one, it doesn't matter. The sheep follow and pushes up to the upside. So ticks are ticks, trend is trend, whether or not you believe Apple should continue to come down or upside. So what were you looking for? Well, you know, the bigger trend is to the downside, as the T3 moving averages are still been downside under the 50 and the 200, 50 and the 144 on the 4-hour, 50 and 200 are downside. So the probability of continued downtrend is there. A 52-week low down here at 89.47 with an open gap up here at 103.91. So what was said yesterday? Well, you want to see for the lower time frames to get in, whether you watched a 50 tick or something smaller like a 25 tick to get yourself even in earlier. You look for the crossover on the T3 moving averages in sync with the 534, which if on the lower time frame versus the 4-hour, you would play also to the upside on the 100 tick range chart, which also on a 15-minute chart put you to the upside, and now you are in a confirmed uptrend on all three charts. Now, to say that we're going all the way up and bringing Apple all the way back up to the highs, I can't jump to that conclusion yet. It's still lots of probability that it heads downwards, but at least 103.91 looks like a viable closing gap. And where would that lead us? Well, take a look. If we hold a break up above to the 4-hour 50 MA, we're looking at 101, the 144. We're looking at the daily here at the 50 period moving average. As long as now the shorter term holds in the green, we'll move back to those numbers upside. And eventually, if we go green on the 4-hour, then the trend will continue. But at least for now, nice entry if you came off the lows this morning. Not convinced here yet of an official trend change, but for now at least, look for the pullback and the reentry. Watch for the pullback on the 15-minute tomorrow and follow through on the T3 moving average. You might want to go to a 25-tick chart, and as long as you have the follow through on the 4-hour and the daily, Apple should continue to the upside. Otherwise, look for everything to just come back down if we all go back in red on the shorter term charts on the left. All right, looking ahead to economic data tomorrow. Price we covered. Housing starts for tomorrow. What we're looking ahead for, we're looking at FOMC minutes and crude on Wednesday. Global events, June big month as Brexit is out there. FOMC decisions, summertime trading, contract rollover. I mean, there's just a whole host of things that we can look at. But as in any trading day, keep your eyes on the charts. Jedi traders, trade what's in front of you, and always have a trading plan for both directions. All right, that concludes today's insight into the daily trend. Feel free to stop by at tradingfibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. What kinds of information? Well, check out the futures, ETF, and market cap leaders, as each weekend I go ahead and post a little recap of the major futures, market cap leaders, key indices, industrials. Go ahead and click on the link here, weekly supplemental technical momentum outlook, which will bring up, 98 pages of charts and variety covering different indices as well. So you want to check that out here in the weekly supplemental for the futures, ETF, and market cap leaders. My trading mantra, one simple strategy, any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. As said before, you can find me every day on Twitter at TradingFibs. And as always, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only trade what's in front of me and on my charts. And as always, leave your bias at the door when trading. Hey guys, for me, Zippo today, but for traders in the trading room, nice move today. Very nice move trending. Hopefully I'll get that trading mojo back tomorrow. Have yourselves a Blue Zone day. Good day, good night, and good trading.